man. Cheesing is that's. How dare you? Splitting games is not fun. Yes, you do. Why not? What's wrong with that? Nah. Gotta have faith in people, right? Whoa. What? What? Exactly.
All right, Coach. Coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and our home team.
Rico, I'm just hoping this game's not lagging because he's using a hotspot. So he told me to can I stream because he's using a hotspot. So God, please help me. No, he said, can I? Yeah, that's like, can you play?
The Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Doesn't seem to be lagging, knock on wood right now. So I am streaming, Tyler, if you have nothing to do. No, you got plenty of it. You got Resident Evil.
Switch yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's the one that Jordan Ford was running a lot of cover 6 or
on the ground. This is Rashad Penny.
Of course, holding. And
he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
20 yards.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled.
20 yards down the
field. We always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Here's Mahomes to throw, escaping the pressure right.
Pat Mahomes with some cheese.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before
he's running mid-blitz, so I had no choice.
That was an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ain't cheese. You ran mid-blitz. I kind of have to book it on out of there or it's going to be all attack. That was a very ignorant throw by Mahomes.
Hey, watch the slit. Watch the slit. Hey, 43, 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Somebody gonna be hit.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
Hey, 15.
You know this ain't everybody in the street, though.
Now it's Mahomes again.
Wow, I threw a pick. I had a bunch.
Trying to get it to
I had a bunch of people open, but
picked off by Carl Joseph, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Yes, I threw it to the wrong one. I don't kind of throw that.
Earlier in the week
way over his head.
We need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Does he really want to go 5 wide? Does he really want to do that?
Like 7. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Waiting. 7.
On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold.
Big thank you. Cowboy Tyrann Mathieu.
It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes.
He threw a pick on his first pass.
That football in. It's knocked away
like
and incomplete.
He ran the ball.
Trying to get it to Rashad Penny,
lost
but it's
5
going to be
yards,
2nd down.
He tried to throw
that's
it
when he's got to be
like
happy
right
to
after
have
that
back.
and
There
threw it
wasn't a
right
hole
to
open in the
Tyrann Mathieu on the
You
drag
have to
route.
think
He
on
came out
early
5
downs like
wide
that
and tried
first
to
down
drag
there,
route.
need to be a little bit more
over.
careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec.
That run was certified by Alexander Crane.
Touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Gun tray open. All right, gun tray open.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in,
Another pick.
everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
Come on, Rico. My God, nigga. Damn. Can we... I hate playing this nigga sometimes. All he do is pause and then take 20 years this, at the pre-snap just doing dumb shit. Oh, shit. Look at Mac. Mark. Look at Mark. Mark 7-1. Rico, my God, nigga, let's go. Shit. Nigga, let's go. He's in it now. Malso. Yes, because this nigga just wasting time. All he does is take forever at the pre-snap, and then he always does this bullshit before at the beginning of every game where he pauses it. He throws it, he just threw incompletion, and he just paused. Now we're sitting on the pause screen. My God, dude, can we fucking play? Fuck, I guess I'll fucking take a smoke. Fuck, boy, I'm so waste my goddamn time. Jesus Christ. Oh, wow, now he's ready. Right when I'm over here to pack him home.
Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That's what this is.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he said someone's at the door.
Off of play action, Darnold. Looking left side, and it's complete.
Yeah.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Safety. I got him playing safety. He wants to keep running inside post. I'm sorry, it's not going to work.
Darnold from the gun.
And
nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away.
Everybody else after one pass at someone's secondary, it's automatically a pick. These niggas will throw it right at my dudes all game. They just clanking shit off their hand.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Good. Sure, you can run in here and get the first down. He doesn't want a shotgun run yet, so I'm sure it's coming here.
Throwing again is Darnold.
Nowhere
to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Oh, he's on empty again.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an
Yeah, you're out.
Single receiver.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last
Taylor
drive.
Gabriel. Almost got me a damn punt.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Yellow. Man, that's track. Mike 55. Hey, Rimley. Check right side.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is complete. It's Allen. That goes for a gain of 31.
I just want to make sure he catches it.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Mahomes now on the sneak, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Patrick Mahomes, touchdown number 15 on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
That was some shade for you. Target some shake for you, Tyler.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Yeah.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Well, whatever. No. Oh, you got the Woodlands, right? Yeah, that's where that's where one of my old hoes live at now. They do have the bitches. They do be a lot of bitches in that topic, so you will enjoy that part.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I'm surprised he's not trying to run the ball more. I don't know why he's trying to throw it, but I'll take it if he wants to keep giving me a shit ton of sacks. That's what's going to happen.
Hey, exit.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. Over the middle, complete. It's Bishop. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
He will.
We're going to sign.
A first down throw, Darnold.
Nick Bosa
able to get the pressure and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
He had good success on the ball last game. You can also beat the brakes off of him.
They'll run here with Eckler.
Wow, Madden, that's great. Great tackling, Madden. Great tackling.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Good luck, because Mark is going to run the ball a shit ton of times.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Matt knows about to say.
They're going to be incomplete.
Jesus.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football
and
make sure there's no contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Bryan Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Oh, damn, look at her.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's and he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Pushing through. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Let's go, Artie. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's got Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize, because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through.
My homie put it right down.
It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get through.
No, I got Jackson.
With enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Y'all
now it's Darnold.
Come on, Darnold.
Darnold is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass.
Not that
that allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Leaving the lead.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football.
In the middle of the game.
It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield,
he has an extra quarterback.
In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He still has Antonio Brown.
And here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Rico is just, he's just bad.
Pretty woeful there.
He's 23
yards on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over
but this dude
for the 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Like, oh, he can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. And then everyone's like, you don't realize what division you just joined. And then a couple of games in,
from the 36 now,
shit.
1st and 10.
And now he's leaving. Oh. I'm sorry.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he finds Penny. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Football and knowing that
everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense,
they don't
be aware a ball may come your way.
They're not watching the game clearly. They're just calling plays. It's just watch. Yeah, like they're just
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
What I'm actually running and shit.
Now here's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Yep.
Picked off by Marcus Allen. The intended receiver there, Allen. Wow. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 in his career.
Keep throwing picks
going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But, you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
To escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks.
He paused and he about to quit probably mid-game. He about to quit mid-game, bro. They really not. He quits to help Team Pat Mahomes. I thrown 2 picks this game because I seem to not be able to just, every time I see someone open, I throw it to them, and then they just make some miraculous play to the football. My receiver just keeps running and doesn't even try to go for the ball. I mean, dude, can we play? If you gonna quit, then why are we pause? Like, if you gonna pause to send me a message, just quit the game.
Absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Bryan Anger now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Taken at the 37. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from...
Like Williams is Moss going on over. He may quit on that one.
All the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route.
Give him a real sour
against
taste.
the safety.
Really
you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
You would do this in this situation.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I've seen you with these. You love to hammer down. You're like Gus out there. You just like go.
Offense set to get this drive started. Typically down in the first half, I might say, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet.
Not really, but
big time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Just stop. Just run it. You throw it, it's going to make this game be like 60-0. Because I'm going to get short field, and I'm not going to stop scoring.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a second and long.
He got lucky.
Now this pass brought in by Brown.
It's okay. I got him next week. We'll see. See how this goes. I do. My problem with Alex Grant is that game, I just fumbles. I literally was about to go up by 10, and then I fumbled, and he gets like a 99-yard scoop and score of me going into the end zone. And that basically changed the entire game because then I was playing catch-up the entire time, and he would just run the ball, and
these
somehow
guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Mark 5, here we go. Hey, Delta.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That's
Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My personal life was just too busy unless my job closes. Oh, boy, I love these niggas that love to just, I mean.
Here's Bryan Anger now.
If you were winning, it would not be a problem. Yes.
And he deserves a bronze
like, dude,
leg
you're
as
an
he gets
SSR. You're, I'm sure.
44-yard punt, return of 9.
And
it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
You can't possibly be that busy. You might give it not even a day. Yeah. Or every like 72 hours. That's not too much of a strain.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. Okay, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you.
It'll be intercepted. Picked up by Garyon Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Darnold.
My second
incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Second down and 10. Darnold.
Desmond King, where are you going?
Incomplete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
His wife, and I don't
Solid
know why
gain of
or
18 and a Raider first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that will be
I just know how I never catch
left
it.
here on the clock.
It is amazing grace.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that, lady. High five.
Come on.
Yeah, let's get a sandwich.
Nick Bosa, you know what to do here. You, how many pre-snap adjustments could you possibly make?
A final shot before the break. Darnold looking deep downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports.
That's what I thought. I didn't think you were playing that, but I hear you talking like.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here.
I know you already played your game. What the hell are you doing on Madden? Normally
and a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
Did you sign Tannehill to a lifetime contract? What? Who's your quarterback then?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 15, check 15. Wide, get wide.
You gonna snap it? You gonna snap it? You gonna snap it?
On second down, Eckler. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be third down.
Someone who doesn't want to play this game, you sure taking a hell of a lot of time sitting at the line of scrimmage.
You and I both know it just takes a
not
couple
doing
of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Ringo.
Here's Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a big 32-yard play on third. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
And he's going to start doing this motion cheese.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot
for a while
just
with
about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
I don't think you got it, sir. Hey, Alpha. Mine's the mic. You're not ready. You're lady.
Snap the fucking ball.
We got, let's bring it.
Jesus Christ.
Let's bring it. Mike 5. Here we go. Young lady. Here we go. Check 13. Check 13. Mike 5. Hey, let's get some touch.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And that's going to be
I'm about to get smart. That's not Rico. He's saying something like, you sure got a hell of a lot of time to just sit here at the damn pre-snap.
Back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have a look at it, 3rd and 10. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight.
Yeah,
he was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I just got some goddamn interceptions with Pat Mahomes.
And his kick is right there.
2 of
it's
them
good.
not my fault.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, a friend of mine used to say they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Since he's quitting, that means he wouldn't care about how gay I put Mahomes, right?
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another
really good.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Has a total of 78 yards.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week
it
makes.
is what it is.
Week,
when people just try to throw the ball,
he did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
They can run it on me.
Even better execution.
Yeah,
for some reason,
they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second and 11 now.
I saw that success.
To Williams out of the backfield.
Juke in the backfield, and then a player just falls down.
49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Wish Mike Williams would have lowered his big-ass shoulder and got that.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
A-gap shit right here, running a damn dive. I know that.
They'll try and run for it with Penny.
I was about to say, he almost did, because he snuck through.
As he gets this to the 47. It's a first down following a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That shit is trash for run.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down, Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second and 10, Mahomes. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Yes, we widen that lead. Keep widening that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Wide to the T. Yep, wide to the T, man.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
If I can't drink, then I can't go. This song got everybody's on the floor. T, wide to the T.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Get him. Red 80. Switch. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You've got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground, just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game. A swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now. As they're forced to kick for the sixth time
I
today.
loaded. That's the ball being 4-4. And it's supposed to catch and play like they're going
made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
He can't catch interference because he's upset.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
It's just a playbook. Like, it has no effect. That's why I didn't really get it. I'm like, nigga, it's a playbook. It doesn't affect anything.
The Charger
you
drive
can put a
about
stock
to get
playbook
going.
and
This
add
is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering
he played
right there
me
on the brink, aren't they?
Twice. This is twice I played him. So this is the second time I played him. I played him like the first game of the year.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. He's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective,
he would never
those are the plays they dream of.
Ever. I want him to know that I am his father. I own him.
That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
No, Brady.
And a short kick taking it about the 16.
Bodie 2x4.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Darnold from the gun. And he'll throw here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 5. Tackles. Hey, Haywood. Mike 5. Tighten up. Man, Eddie. Pull it together. Mike 5.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this to Eckler. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of the ball game to the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
That's a Joey Bosa. I think it's Nick Bosa. That's not so.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. This is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but
come on, Jackson Mahomes.
The performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Here I come. Here I come. Finish the game.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
No, at least I played both the Raiders games, so. But
the Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Darnold now to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold got his man complete over the middle. It's Bishop. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Strong left, strong left, strong left. 3 down, 3 down. No, lady.
Darnold on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
His throw caught at about the 5. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They go play action here on first down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Mike 5. Hey, Eddie. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To try again after the sack. Darnold, and this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Chargers 38, Raiders 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
What's up, Reggie? Well, that's just yours.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little
shaking
bit.
my head. Might see y'all in 21. Doesn't seem likely. Press X for down. That's funny as shit.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the home team here, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
Free sage of Gemini. You may be dead. So I got baby mama issues, man. I'm out here, man. But, like a red nose. Like a red nose. And then the nigga was gone. Nigga say he got that check, that one check, and that's all he needed. So, gas pedal. Gas pedal. It's just so goddamn stupid. What does that even mean? What the hell does that even mean? Like, gas pedal. Gas pedal. What? Nigga sounded to sound as retarded as possible. Gas pedal. Gas pedal. Patty, my homies. My homie Ravioli. Oh, there goes Zach Nations. Oh, you know exactly. Gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal. Gas pedal. Oh, that was Tyler playing that. Gas pedal. Yes. Nick Bosa. He is racing. I beat the pussy up. I forget who sung that again. Yeah. Yeah. I forgot who even sung that shit. Like I know the song, I just forgot who fucking sung it. He messaged from X Factor QB. Our pass rushers on point against Darnold. Yeah, I know. 500 point XP boost for my linebackers. Yeah. I beat the coochie up. Nick had, Nick had 5. Nick had 5. Okay, Nick. I see you now. I gotta play Alex Crane next. Oh, the things I need to do to Alex Crane. Even though it don't really matter because the division is over. Yeah, well, you are. That's true because, yeah, but say you already got a game. You got a game on them now, unless you lose tonight, then y'all tied. Yeah, it looks like we may not. Mm. Mm. I like your confidence. I like it. Ah, so JJ Watt wants to make me compete for the sack lead. It's all good. Now we get to focus on one person getting the sacks. Ah, fuck her pussy raw. Ah, fuck her pussy raw. What? Fuck the pussy raw? Is it? What's wrong with that?